Hello recorders and Rugrats fans, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Steven, and hold on to your diapers, we got a Rugrats reboot, which, why? I'm a longtime Rugrats fan, and I grew up with the series, and this year is the 30th anniversary. And Rugrats was unique for helping establish, Nickelodeon's popularity in the 90s. They were the #1 cable show at the time. And for those of you wondering, what do I think of All Grown Up? I gotta rewatch that show before I open my mouth. A few years ago, Nickelodeon was looking to revive Rugrats, whether through a series or a live action film, which thank God that project got cancelled. And over the last few years, Nickelodeon has been doing movies of the shows like Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern World, and Invader Zim, and those projects turn out very well. Well, yeah, because they stick to the original animation, which I got panicked a little bit when they said that they were going to do a CGI reboot of Rugrats, which, why? Why? Just stick to the 2D animation. Like, I don't want 2D animation to be a dying art. As soon as we got the trailer for this show, I kind of panicked a little bit. It's like, it's going to take a while to get used to this kind of thing. And it's like, no, they should have not done that. Unfortunately, the original cast of the show, E.G Daily, Nancy Cartwright, Cree Summer, Cheryl Chase, cannot save this show. I mean, they still bring their A game, but sometimes E.G Daily sounds a little off as Tommy. I'm not saying because of age or anything, just doesn't like click well. Even like towards the final season of Rugrats, she didn't like really feel like Tommy anymore. Now, one of the things that throw me off is the voices for the adults. Like Stu, unfortunately, his previous actor has passed away a few years ago, and this new actor kind of does it well, but it just throws me off. But the one that throws me off the most is for Tony Hale as for Chuckie's dad, Chaz, which it just doesn't feel like Chaz. It just completely throws me off. And I'm kind of a little curious why Michael Bell didn't like return the voice to character, because he's still alive, but it could be because of age. And, well, they should have maybe considered at least bringing him in, but those two just feel the most off to me. Now, another tricky thing about this series is that it takes place in modern times, which I have no issue with, but, the thing about technology and social media, it's like, I tune into the OG Rugrats to escape from all that. That way I'm not always consistently thinking of that. Like, it's referenced every now and then in the show, but, like, one of the major changes for Tommy's mom, Dee Dee, is that they made her a vlogger, which I would say that's a much better characterization for her. Like, her character in this series is a much better than she was in the original series, listening to that doctor or whatever, advice for babying, nursery or babying. But now another major change to Stu as a character is that he's a gamer. Yep, a gamer, an addiction to gaming, which you see so many of those kinds of dads these days. Now, speaking of modern times, one of the major changes of the show is that Phil and Lil's mom, Betty, is a lesbian now, which, come on, shouldn't be a surprise to any of us. Betty is now depicted as a single mom raising the twins, which for me, like, I have no issue with that. Like, I honestly never gave a shit about Howard at all. Now, I elude the writers for doing that. Like, I have no issue with, making Betty a lesbian. Like, it helps represent modern LGBT families. Like, hey, there could be kids with a single, lesbian mom. Like, I know a few myself. As of now, we have only 5 episodes, which they're really decent entertainment. I mean, I didn't think they all sucked or anything, but none of them are really, like, strong standouts compared to, like, the original series. And some of these episodes are actually just remakes of those episodes. As of now, there's no word of Tommy's baby brother, Dill, being introduced to this series, which I never really cared about Dill. Like, I never liked him at all. And of Chuckie's stepsister, Kimmy, which I did like Kimmy, but Kimmy, she always felt like she was just there. On a final note, this series is really just nostalgia bait. Like, I enjoyed it, but it doesn't exactly, like, change my perspective or ruin my childhood memories of watching the original Rugrats. Like, if I want to watch that, I'll just watch that and completely avoid this series. It would have been just much better if they did a sequel series where Tommy and the gang are adults, with their own babies. And I admit, I would get very teary-eyed to see, these characters that we grew up with being parents, which, Thank you for tuning in, recorders. Please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, give me a like, and catch you next time!